Starting with your club face like this will 100% feel like cheating. And I know not many of us have ever had that exact feeling of it feeling as though it's cheating. I'm not talking about down at address. I'm talking about this position here as you start the downswing. What you do here and how you get your club face square is all about how you control the wrist, the little intricate movements to bring it into that golf ball square and actually allow you to hit it longer and straighter. Now, I would actually say this is one of the biggest misconceptions on YouTube, but let me help you right now get this right. So we're answering this question today from Mark. He says, I love watching your videos. Thanks, Mark. My question is, any drills about how to hold the angle? Well, I want you to forget about that. This is far more important. Let's get into the video. So for me, there are two styles of release. You've got the one that's a little bit more armsy, and then you've got the one all the top players are trying to do, where they feel less wrist and less arms and more body. I'm going to show you how to access two, because that point at last parallel here on the way down, where the shaft is parallel to the ground, this will determine what you do and what you have to do to maximize your potential. Now, this video is based upon a neutral grip, so just have a look at this from the player cam perspective of how you get a nice neutral grip. What I'm basing this on is a grip that's in the fingers with 2.5 knuckles on your glove hand and both creases pointing towards your right shoulder. So just use that as a little bit of a refresher to make sure that your grip is in the correct position. So as you start the downswing, this is what I want you to feel. Okay, so have a look at this at the top. Starting with your club face in that position there, where our lead wrist is nice and flat and our club face is matching it, is essential. It feels like cheating because they are matched. And your gauge there is, if I just bring this all the way down, that this is matching this. We've not got it cupped and open. We've not got this and then really closed. We've got that scenario right there. This is the same as our logo, and that's essential. So this is the intricate move that I want you to feel to start the downswing. Where many of us go wrong, we get that cupping as we start down. Now have a look how open my club face is here. If I don't do anything now, it's going to point so far to the right. I mean, have a look at that from player cam. If I don't make that move, I find a lot of golfers get in that situation where the club face and the left wrist is open. So, what I want you to feel, and a great way of feeling this in your golf swing, is just grip it right near the head. Make your normal grip, because it just gives you a good relationship to what you're trying to feel. What I want you to feel is nice and simply is we feel the distance between our knuckle and our wrist just gets a little bigger. But look how small that is. Just that. Just that. Just that. I'm not asking you to go like this and feel like you need a new wrist. Just a little intricate little twist like that. So look what that does. I feel that as I start down. Now look at the difference in that position. Club face into impact. That is absolutely essential. Now, I mentioned at the start of the video, you have two styles of release. I'm going to talk about the one I recommend for more senior golfers and more golfers that are looking for a little bit of extra power but not as flexible second. So the first release, what we see more on tour, is, and what I prescribe, I want you to feel, no matter if it's release 1 or release 2, that little intricate move, okay? That same starting the down, because that honestly will feel like cheating and it will stop you slicing that face open. But it's all based upon where we are at last parallel. If you're a golfer that makes that little intricate move and your club face is in that position, you're not going to require too much wrist, because look at that from player cam. I had too much wrists, my club face gets far too close at impact. What you're going to have to feel is that your wrists are more passive and your body is more active. More of that style. Now have a look at that. I'll keep doing that as you move face on. More of that style. Just look at my forearms. I don't need a lot of forearm rotation because my club face is already in a stronger position. Okay? Look at what I'm feeling there. So that's probably more like the style we see Dustin Johnson, more like the style of, for example, John Ram. But let me talk about the one which I would prescribe to a lot of golfers. I just think it's a bit more reliable, generate more speed, because we all aren't superhuman, are we? We don't have the facilities, the strength, the arms, the body just like them. So this is what I prescribe to you. Release 2. Now, as I said at the start of that release 1, you're going to still feel the same little intricate move. So don't focus on not doing that. It's essential to stop us keeping that face slicing. But now look at this at last parallel. If you make that little intricate move and your face is in a more of sort of that position as opposed to that position, so just that little tweak there, and this might depend on what you feel, I really would require now, if I didn't roll my forearms, my face would stay a little bit open. This is what I do. So I really feel there, I have a little bit of forearm rotation like that. Now all I feel is that my right arm just makes that action a little bit. It's not that action what we did before, it's more that action. Just rolls over like that. I'm not flipping it over, don't get that confused. I'm just feeling it's a little bit more like that. And that's simply matching up releases. The stronger your club face at last parallel, the less you do with the wrist, the more of a held off style body release. The slightly weaker your club face, not open, slightly weaker, the more you feel a little bit of that. Now I generate more speed doing that, and I know you will too. So let's hit this one away, watch this ball fly. Oh, just like that, that works every time. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn the bell so you never miss a free, simple golf tip.